Hi, my teacher friends. I sure have been thinking about you guys. I hope that, again, that with every passing day, every passing week, you're feeling more confident in this new norm that I'm still standing by as temporary, and that you are just really getting into your stride as a teacher because you've got it. You love your kids, you're passionate about your kids, you are capable of learning new things, becoming an expert in new things, and as time goes on, the more of an expert you are going to be. We are here to support you. We are wanting to provide you with ideas and tips and tricks that you can take into your classroom immediately, no matter what platform you're on right now, whether you're virtual or face-to-face or a hybrid of both. So we're gonna jump into our next strategy. Now, because of the craziness that is happening right now, I know that even if the kids are face-to-face, there's a lot of individual work that is happened, and we have some other videos on some cooperative learning strategies. We're going to throw some more out there, but I just want to remind you and encourage you that, listening to a book, listening to a lecture, even watching a video virtually and then doing work is not always the best learning modality for students. And I can certainly speak for my son as I watched him struggle through virtual learning, sitting there and having to listen to a story being read, even watching videos in history or science, and then being asked to do something, he was immediately kind of like, I don't know. He had to go back and reread, or, I just realized that was not his best learning modality. And I think that we can probably say that for a lot of our students. But I also know that your hands are tied in a lot of ways. So I want to give you a strategy. This strategy is another one that came from Elsevier Enterprises, an amazing company for bilingual and ESL support, but has a lot of best practices that work for everybody. So this is called Picture It. They have a resource called ELPS at a Glance. I've done lots of trainings on it. I love this resource, and this is a strategy that actually came from it. So I'm gonna put the link down below here if you are interested in looking at some of their stuff. But whether your kids are virtual or whether they are face-to-face, they're going to take a piece of paper and they're going to divide it into 3 columns. Now, once they have their 3 columns, they're going to put their pen or their pencil paper down, and they're just going to listen. And so whether you are having them listen to a video, listen to a story, whatever it is, you need to have already divided that into 3 parts. So you're going to let them listen for a little while, watch for a little while, and then you are going to pause it. And you're going to give them 2 minutes, depending on their age or what is more appropriate for them, their language proficiency. They're going to either draw or write down notes, symbols, graphics, pictures of what you just read, of the most important things, what they pulled out of what either you just read or what they just listened to. So you put a timer on for 2 minutes. After that timer goes off, you ask them to set their stuff down again so that they get in the habit of listening. We want to build the language domain of listening as well. And then you let them listen to the second part of the text, story, video, whatever it may be. Then you pause that. You have them go to the second column here, and again, they either draw or write out the most important parts of the second chunk of that. And then after that 2-minute timer goes off, then they listen to the last part of the text or the video. Again, it ends. They go to the 3rd column, and now they're going to draw or write their thoughts down here. What that does is a couple of things. A, you have chunked the learning, and that is a incredibly important scaffold for a lot of our students. They can handle the material, but not all at once. And so we chunk it for them. We give a little bit, and then we give them time to process, and then a little bit, and we give them time to process, a little bit more, and time to process. Second thing you've done is actually a higher level thinking skill where they are synthesizing, they're taking the information, and then they're pulling out the most important pieces of it. Next step of this is that they are going to then retell the main parts of the text or the video, preferably to a neighbor. Now, if you're doing this virtually, I think that you could do something like Flipgrid, or even just have them make a video and email it to you where they are using the notes or the pictures that they drew here to retell. If they can partner up, then they're gonna take their picture paper here and they're gonna go through the main parts of what they pulled out. Now, the great thing about working with a partner is that if there were different perspectives or different things that were pulled out, they can have a conversation about that. So if I was watching a history video and I missed important names or important dates, I can add that to my notes. Okay, so again, this strategy is called Picture It. I think that it can really be done anytime they are taking in new information that needs to be chunked. It allows them to process. It gives them the ability to process. It gives them a way to process it, and then they can have a conversation either with each other or retelling it to you through technology or another means of doing that. Okay, so the strategy is Picture It. It comes from El Saber Enterprises. Again, here is the resource that it comes out of. Try it. Let us know if it works. Stick with us. We have more strategies coming. Our information is on the slide after this. You are awesome. One foot in front of the other. You've got this. We will see you next time. Bye.